to Shields and Shenanigans, a D&D 5e podcast.
Again.
Oh no.
We're good.
Hey, we're live!
Now that everybody's
we're
internet
live.
is actually working.
We are live.
Definitely my fault last time.
Shenanigans are here to come.
Yes.
Live in 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right.
We're already
Hey,
live.
but I thought you were last 30 seconds.
All of this is staying in.
All right. So, audience, you have missed, I think, our Lord Gunther's amazing potatoes and my chocolate milk. And the disgusting egg talk. So, with that out of the way, welcome to another episode of Shields and Shenanigans.
Strength trainers are gross.
That's only if they skip.
Raw eggs are gross.
Only if they skip. Only if they skip leg day.
True. I don't know what that means, but I'll just agree with it.
I got a bunch of raw eggs. I'm gonna try this raw egg diet.
No, don't do it.
Just imagine,
I'll do it.
Just imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger with chicken legs. That's what happens if you skip leg day.
Yes.
All right, so our three adventurers at this point in time had just counter-ambushed, I guess, a something summoned by cultists. This monstrosity was made out of a collection of the dead orphans that had coalesced together. Some sort of what was it called?
You don't know what it was called yet.
Yeah, it was something evil. We all know it was evil.
It was Orphan Head.
You haven't
Man.
gone through the papers yet.
It's Orphan Head Man. For now.
But we entered the cave, saw this horrible thing, set up a little ambush for it, and managed to defeat it. We're now going through the summoning chamber and grabbing all the info we can, figuring out what we're going to do with all the carnage, and
I'm burying the bodies. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to use my hands and bury every single child.
hands. Do we have something?
So you're going. Okay, so you're going to go into the all right. So you're going to go outside, and you try to start digging your hand into the ground, but it's like really. But you just keep getting a bunch of sharp rocks and gravel. After one scoop, you kind of have to
I will find
brush it off, and then you
you
kind of hit sheer rock, and then you have to go around it, and then you realize that this place is there's no real solid dirt here, and if you wanted to dig a hole, you'd probably need pickaxes.
I've got a shovel.
In addition, well, yeah, you could use the shovel, but there are a lot of very large rocks and slabs. You would need to use pickaxes to break it up.
Are there shovels?
Yes, I have a shovel.
Are there trees around? Because we can cremate the bodies.
From last session, I made it fairly clear there are no trees in this specific area.
ZC Buff 3 ROAW5 NIH
Hey,
25 NLG.
Magic Man, can you make a bomb that can collapse this cave after we're done, and we can just bury them that way?
Pretty sure we tried that. We were thinking that to just bury this thing in there to begin with, and we couldn't do that.
Well, we didn't have the time to do it. Now we have time.
Yes. My character will explain that I am level 1.
Yeah, he would say that he is a wizard apprentice and that he has only learned magic of the first circle.
Yeah.
So no explosions.
No explosions.
Wizards cannot make serious putty until level 5.
and then that's all they do.
Well, I want you to be better at your job. Your job is to make things explode with magic.
I thought it was to get drunk.
I was thinking of making custom spells for like 5e, but it's like so hard because there's not really set power levels for spells that are not damage spells, so it's very hard to judge.
Okay. So how about this? We've got all this liquor still. How about
we can burn the bodies with the liquor?
Yeah, use the shovel. Push all the pieces into a pile, and then set it on fire. We will cremate them.
Wait, I wonder if he drinks all of the alcohol in one sitting and survives. Is that enough of a milestone to level up?
It's a milestone towards psoriasis of the liver.
You guys
this actually is a good question because I've very much established that alcohol is an aqua vitae chemical reagent. Very, very important to wizardry.
The milestone comes when you report in.
Okay.
But you haven't reported it yet.
What if we report that Jack died of alcohol?
I mean, you could report that Jack died of alcoholism all you want. We'd probably be standing in front of you and saying, "Yes, I died of alcohol."
So
we have 2 dead companions.
So one of the tragic discoveries of last episode was that it was like originally 300 bottles of whiskey. I now have 208 bottles of whiskey.
Yes.
And yes, they're just like the little 1 ounce things that you find littered all over the road.
Yeah. So how many ounces are in a gallon? Because you're gonna need about like 2 gallon. You're gonna need like a gallon and a half to cover all this.
All right.
How many ounces in a gallon?
8 fluid ounces in a cup. 8. There's 2 cups and a pint. This is important. 2 cups and a pint. For
so 16 ounces for a pint.
2 pints for a quart.
All right. So 32. So 32 ounces for a quart. Okay, so 32 times 4.
It's 128, guys.
All right, so I've got about 2 gallons of whiskey.
Okay, so you have to empty out 128 whiskey bottles.
I
don't know if I can do it.
Remember when you bottled that whiskey?
Yeah, for like 3 gold pieces or something.
Oh. How much? 128?
Yes. 128 of your whiskey bottles must
All right,
be
I've got 80 ounces of whiskey left. Oh dear.
I mean, we could just leave all the bodies laying around. I mean,
no, I feel like
it will be on your conscience.
Well, not only that, but then somebody comes by, they're going to blame us and assume we killed them all and just left their heads around.
Well, you know, we do associate with somebody that does like to kill things.
Yes, but then we get to blame because he wasn't here.
Remember that freaking bum? Remember
when he murdered a hobo?
He has cut off a lot of heads since we started this campaign.
Yes.
he tends to like removing heads.
I didn't cut off his I didn't cut off his head. I cut off his face.
It's a difference of 2 inches, I think.
Well, one is vertical, one is horizontal.
Remember, the vertical one is the better one.
Yes.
All right. Well, in any case, I went ahead and parted with the sufficient amount of whiskey to start the bonfire.
Time to produce flame.
Okay, so you set it. You set the heads and assorted organs and body parts and bones on fire.
With one exception. The organ that apparently was being used to spew acid.
Yes.
You said that was not like a body part, like you couldn't recognize it?
No, yeah, it was not a body part you could recognize.
Okay. I save that out.
Neither were the large horns.
Okay, we save out one horn and one of the things that shoots acid.
Oh, well, I want a horn for a souvenir. We can.
If you want a horn for a different thing,
souvenir.
It had 2 horns.
Yeah, you take a horn, we'll take the other one, and this acid bladder or whatever with us to show what the hell it was we were dealing with.
Okay, so the acid bladder is about 8 pounds, and each horn is about 15 pounds.
My cowardly friend, do you think we can make a crossbow out of this horn?
A what?
Alexander, you have this strange feeling that the eyes the set positioned eyes on the set positioned eyes on the horn are looking at you.
Wherever I stand?
You just have a sense that it is looking at you.
Oh, I'm gonna go cool.
I'm taking the 2 pieces, and I'm actually going to wrap them in some of the tattered robe from one of the
cultists?
acolytes. Yeah, one of the cultists, and it'll be thrown over my shoulder like a bindle.
I flip it off, and then I do the same thing.
All right.
All right.
There is no change in the feeling of being watched when you flip the horn the bird.
All right, so Jack, while Alexander over here plays with his horn, how about you and I go in and
his own horn?
Yeah, yeah.
You can keep a horn too. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of us.
There was only 2 horns. Anyway, Jack, we need to go in there and we need to eliminate whatever this thing was putting on the walls so that no one else finds any of this.
Yes, sir. I will go about helping him with that task.
Okay. So, all right. So when you guys get into like the room where it was doing this, you do notice that there is a satchel on the ground that was not seen before, and it was specifically from one of the cultists that it had torn apart, and it seems to have discarded it along with basically the clothing and robes that are basically just in a pile in one of the corners.
Hey, Alexander, go look in that satchel while we're scraping stuff off the wall.
So I call...
This is totally not something I added this session. Right.
I'm gonna turn. Hey, cowardly wizard! There's some special. There's a satchel over here. You want to look at through it?
No.
Let's focus on. I'm gonna scrape.
I need him. I need him because he's got produce flame. He can use the produce flame to burn the stuff off the walls.
I grab the satchel and I take it out of the building. The cave.
So Chimenos, as you start to mess up the stuff on the walls by destroying it, you hear a voice in your head saying, "I can't believe how much you people are willing to vandalize perfectly good art."
Dude, I pissed all over some guy's wall. Do you think I care?
It's very inconsiderate.
All right. I'll just be a little portable flamethrower over here, and
did I specify I'm going out of the cave to look through the satchel?
Yes.
Yes.
By myself, with no supervision.
So when you open the satchel, make a dexterity save. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me give it that.
Okay, so as we're doing this, I assume nothing changes while we're getting this stuff off the walls. Like we don't notice anything trying to eat us.
No, you just notice that the demon is really peeved when you're dismantling the wall, because dismantling what's on the wall, because he says that there's so many cool people that could have come through there that you would be able to meet, and they're just really cool guys, and I can't believe that you're just destroying their pathway here.
Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it.
All right. Yeah, I have absolutely no problem destroying all of the glyphs and whatnot.
Nice.
So I destroy it with extreme prejudice.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of, char up basically everything. That'll probably take a couple hours. In the meantime, Alexander, you said you wanted to look through the satchel?
Yep.
Okay, so what you find in the satchel are a couple things. So let me pull up my very awesome notes.
All right. Pretty awesome note.
So, so one of them is you find where the pages were ripped out of, which it seems to be a spell book. You don't really understand it much because you're not a wizard, but you do know that it is a spell book of one variety or another because you can at least recognize that much. But there's also a letter. Now, Jack, what was your master's name? Because I just put in Eugene.
Eugene.
Yeah. Oh, Jack.
I thought we said it was Billy
your
Bob.
character's master's name?
I thought it was Billy Bob.
Is it Billy Bob?
I don't know. It's his character. His idea.
Old Miser. Is your character's mentor Billy Bob?
Anaximander.
Oh,
Anaximander.
Anaximander. Okay, I will type that up at the sincerely part.
What's the letter say?
Okay, so this is what all right. The letter is going to say the following. I'm going to copy and paste this. Copy. And put it in Discord chat.
Alright, I gotta get back to my computer so I can look at Discord, because when you do Discord StreamYards and stuff, it doesn't separate it.
It's in general.
Alright. There's Discord.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the letter is in a wax seal, and the seal is broken.
Okay.
Was it
Would
already
you like me
broken?
would you like me to read it out loud for the audience that can't read this?
Sure.
Okay. How do you say it? Celadrith?
Seldareth.
Dear Sildareth, my work with your apprentice Sindril has been fruitful in our recent delve in these old archives of the old college outside Cornerbury. These old documents seem to be hinting at lost civilizations over 2,000 years ago. If I'm right about this, we might be able to solve the mystery of the Black Millennia. The scholars will be ecstatic to know of this great discovery. The documents tell of a military outpost that was destroyed by a mysterious force, which buried it beneath the earth. The outpost is located underneath the Republic's town of Formosa. Make sure Jacques is informed as soon as possible before my discovery is known by the Empire's magisterium. This discovery is too important to be left up to their clerical bureaucracy. Additionally, there is something else that I found in the old college that requires your expertise. This secret room I found these documents also contained a strange black islet that's exuding a mysterious force which my devices cannot identify. I'm sending Sindril back to you with this letter and the islet. We should discuss our findings at our nephew's lodge in Kaliaduna. He likely won't return from this campaign until next summer, and these findings must be discussed in a secluded location, which is immune to magisterium scrying. Meet me there in 30 days. Tell your council that you're going with me on a hunting trip, and mark off this year's paid leave. The reward will be well worth it. Sincerely, Anaximander.
Dev said the reward will be well worth it.
That's what the letter says.
I wonder if that is the same thing as the South Seas Islet.
Well, you guys don't know
wonder.
because I left.
Right.
I left. You guys don't have a clue.
Dev said that is
I could
the
burn
ultimate.
this shit and you wouldn't know.
No, don't burn the peas.
Speaking of burning shit, as I level up, I get more fire.
You will. once you report.
All right.
Is that it? That's all in the satchel?
Yeah, it's the spell book, that letter.
Fire is the ultimate problem solver.
Fire is the ultimate problem solver. You're
I
not
mean,
wrong.
I don't know how I can argue with that. In addition, there's a quill, and some ink, and an inkwell. There are also some blank pieces of paper, presumably for note writing or note taking. Okay.
Okay, then I will put everything back in the satchel. I will put everything back in the satchel, and I will go to Jack, and I will personally hand him the thing and say, "This shit is just boring. Maybe you can learn stuff about this."
All right. Yeah, I'll read through it as well, and yeah. What else was in the satchel other than that letter and some?
A spell book that it seems the pages that you guys found earlier, they were ripped out of this book.
Okay.
So, are you gonna look through the spell book or?
Oh yes, absolutely. Especially since this appears to be tied to my master.
Well, the letter is, but all right. So, give me an investigation check on the spell book.
Well, I mean, it's at least a friend of my master's.
No. Your master wrote this letter to the guy it's addressed to.
Right, but either they got ambushed and it's a spell book of someone who ambushed him, or the person who was ambushed.
All right. So, all right. So, give me an investigation check.
Or they were part of the cult.
Could be, but
Jack.
No. I'm totally legit. Trust me.
Jack.
Three plus 5, so for an 8 investigation check. Yeah.
Talk of a secret room.
It seems to be all right. So, with an 8, you can definitely gather that the spellbook is full of different hexes. All of this is illegal. It is a lot of it is either rituals for summoning demons, or curses, or necromancy.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing dollar signs. Do you tell us this?
This kind of thing would like anybody who was caught possessing this would probably be burnt at the stake, and their assets would be seized.
Okay, then I don't want it.
You have an intuition that they definitely were not cultists.
Dev, can you just use your voice?
Dev has a new toy.
He's having fun. Jack, there's talk of a secret compartment, secret room. I'm hearing that we should go investigate these areas that are in the letter. And I have a very little attention span, so I forgot the names of the locations.
It would be a military.
Yeah. Okay. So the place in question that Anaximander is interested in is supposedly a very old, like over 2,000-year-old military base that was buried under a town in the Republic.
Yes.
And there is a black islet that is basically that he is sending Cinderil to Sildareth in order to basically identify. So okay,
right. So I do want to take a quick like extra search for the islet around in the cave.
Okay.
Do you let us know that that's actually your master, by the way?
Yeah, I'm going to be actually pretty honest, except for what's in the spell book.
All right. Well, I have no clue what a spell book is. That's why I immediately handed that shit to you. 'Cause I know
Why
it was
don't you
exactly
want
for
to
you.
let
Okay,
Ezekiel
so
know
Jack-
what's in the spell book?
So Jack, if you remember, okay, this is the same group of cultists here. Also have a letter telling them to find the South Seas Islet.
Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking about, and return with it before.
So
Report to Belfort for the summer solstice with a crystal of the South Seas Islet. Do not return without it.
So do we go to this location then?
Which one are you talking about?
Going to Belfort.
Yeah, go to the Belfort.
So Belfort is the canton to the east of Northvalia, which you are in.
I think we still need to. So what are we going to do with our Inquisitor?
But that's up to you. That's up to you guys.
That's why I'm asking the three of us. I'm
willing to take the. I will do whatever you guys want to do. I'm not particularly caring either way what we do.
Well, so this. I wave the spell book around. I'm not entirely sure whose spell book
You
this
guys
is.
should totally ditch him. I think it's a great idea.
I'm not entirely sure whose spell book this is, but it contains schools of magic that I am prohibited from learning.
Look, man, and Jack, you actually start to hear when you touch the spell book, the voice that Kaimenos was hearing is now suddenly talking to you, and you hear the following. It's like, hey, man. Look, it's only forbidden because they're afraid of the power that knowledge brings.
Yeah, so anyways, I don't know if
You should totally look into it. Like, seriously, it's very underrated.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be looking into this. Like, who actually owns... Wait, I'm talking to myself, aren't I?
Yes, you're talking to yourself now.
I will not confirm or deny whether or not you are speaking to yourself.
Welcome to my hell, boys.
So what's he talking about?
Oh yeah, by the way, Kaimenos, you can hear every single thing that Jack is hearing. But he's not talking to you.
I just chuckle.
I'm like really struggling to get a sentence out while being interrupted.
Devil boy, what are you laughing about?
Anyways, I am going to try to figure out who owns this book and what connection it is to my master. But if we rescue our Inquisitor, would you be able to protect me from him killing me? If not, could you at least not ever tell him?
If you walk by him, he's going to cut your head off just for having that.
What's
he has
wrong
a tendency
with
to do that.
Why would he do that? It's a book. It has
yes, but it's a book
cool.
of bad juju.
Hey,
we burn it.
Before we go anywhere, flip through those pages and see if there's any way to banish this douchebag that's been bothering us.
You shouldn't bother with that. There's probably nothing in there that'll do that.
All right,
yeah, start looking.
Okay,
I'll flip. I'll very carefully flip through it. Just, is there anything in here that I would be is it all beyond my? Is it all beyond my skill level or not?
There is a 5th level spell. There's a 5th circle spell in there called Banish Evil, and it will expel a demon. It'll expel a demon that is possessing someone. But it is 5th circle. It's a 5th level spell.
All right. Well, I'm keeping the book.
Hear that, dumbass?
Yeah, he can't cast it yet. I ain't worried.
Yeah, your time is, counting down.
You realize it's very, like very advanced wizards are people who cast stuff like that, right?
And
Are you saying that our friend here is going to become like a tenured professor within like a month or something?
no, but I bet he knows a few, or knows people who know a few. Don't worry, we'll handle
Sixth
it.
level is in the middle of first level and ninth level, so it's basically just mid-level, right?
It's kind of varies because once you get past like 4th level spells, it takes way longer to get to the higher level ones.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Oh, by the way, your train got booted somehow.
Yeah, saw that. Just waiting for him to come back.
Okay.
True Grave being booted is a tradition at this point.
It's a very proud tradition that we have been upholding for hundreds of years, and it must be preserved.
Welcome
Thank you for
back.
letting me back in.
Returned.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
okay.
in any case, I can't let our Inquisitor know about the book, but otherwise, I would like to.
King's fault.
It's not like the Inquisitor likes to search your items. I mean,
Exactly.
I've never seen him do it. But he does like to do that weird thing where he checks if you're a heretic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
just
you a
holding
heretic?
it doesn't mean you're a heretic. And guys, I look like a demon, and he hasn't come for me yet. We're good. Let's just go.
all
But
right.
I don't think he knows your
Yes.
true nature yet. Alright,
Okay.
I say we go back. I mean, there's nothing more for us to do here.
Nope.
I mean, isn't that right, GM? There's nothing else we can do.
I
That's,
mean, there are other things you can do. It's just whether or not you want to do the other things.
You could
Yeah.
teabag the corpse.
You could do that. That is a thing you could do.
No, we burned it.
We burned all the corpses except for my trophy.
You could
I'm
teabag
Alexander.
the ashes.
I teabag the ashes.
all right. I
I
think we,
understand. You feel a confused presence in your mind, like, and the demon is like, why is he teabagging the ashes of dead orphans? I mean, look, I'm literally a demon, but like that's pretty fucked up.
Now you know why you don't bother me all that much. I'm traveling around with these morons.
I wouldn't classify my character as a moron.
You're right. He's coming across more and more like a freaking sex offender.
Your friggin' memes are warping your character.
I just do whatever I want with this character.
all right. Well, I think we need to go back to the village where we bought all the alcohol from.
Really quick. Jack, do yourself a favor. Take at least a couple of those empty liquor bottles. Scoop up some of the ashes, just in case one of your spells in there requires like the ashes of a orphan or something.
I mean, there are plenty of things.
Actually, I
in
can
the
assure
book
you that
that
none of
would
my
be-
spells do require that. But ashes of
Yeah, so
Here's
Jack,
the
you
thing
hear-
about
you hear in your mind.
orphans
So
and
Yeah.
ashes.
Oh.
They're
So, Jack,
very
you hear
easy
me-
to create.
So Jack, you hear in your mind? Okay, well, there's at least like 24 like curses and hexes in there that those ashes would totally be great for.
why not? Okay, I grabbed some supplies.
I mean, it's not like they were kidnapped.
Yeah.
They weren't wanted to begin with.
Okay, that's a bit harsh.
My character just laughs. He just laughs. Full belly.
All right. Anyway, I think
Now enter hypocrisy. Demonic
Character, we're
hypocrisy.
hypocrites.
Um,
Well, yeah, in
Play
addition to
characters.
everything else, he's also a hypocrite. So now he's morally judging you, even though he's literally a demon.
So he did judge me a lot.
Yes.
Fuck
So
you,
I actually asked him, how do you deal with that kind of cognitive dissonance?
I don't know. I mean, like, look, what kind of like sick asshole do you have to be to get to where I am anyway? Like, you know, I'm literally used to dealing with like the worst people on earth because I'm surrounded by them.
Yeah, especially in this group.
I mean, there is more than like one of you that like may or may not like see me again. I don't know, and say about like give or take like 40 or 50 years.
Yeah, probably. If I live that long.
I'm gonna live to a long old age.
Okay. I'm going
Aren't
to...
you like 50? You hear in your head.
All right.
Oh, Alexander. Okay. I'm going to do a... shoot, what was I going to do? I just was going to kind of look around and just see if there's anything else that we notice before we leave. So...
Insight.
That's not noticing things. That's noticing intentions.
Well, I mean, perspective.
Well, there is something that you guys do see. It's a very strange thing. You see it a little bit in the distance. Just give me a second.
Can I roll an animal handling to see if I can tame?
Oh, it's got posted. Okay, so you want to share it, Metal Mister?
Yeah, I got it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Part armadillo, part horse anteater.
And part monkey.
Yeah.
It's a chimera.
I don't know.
You see them grazing and eating very large mushrooms.
I look at the wizard and says, "It's a chimera."
No, I'm pretty sure chimeras have like goat heads.
I thought chimeras were just any animal
Yeah.
spliced together.
Yeah, wizards. What will they come up with next?
Well, don't you think you should investigate that?
No. I honestly don't think I should investigate it at all. I think I should leave it alone.
You're a fucking coward.
Yes, this is my character.
I wonder if it's
Alright,
pretty tasty.
I'm gonna say the core components are animals, so I'm gonna roll at animal handling and see if I can approach it.
They're like 80 feet. They're like 80 feet below you in a valley.
Okay, then fuck that shit.
I want to see if I can hit one with a rock.
Okay, make an attack roll, I guess.
Okay. Oop, I forgot to bring up my stats for that sort of thing. That would help. Let's see.
Also,
no,
arms are not anteater arms; they're koala arms.
Oh, so they're multiple animals.
All right. And it can apparently climb well.
That's why it's called a colungus.
How? Do they know we're here?
Not particularly. They seem to.
Okay.
They don't seem to be acknowledging you guys as being there.
Okay.
At least
So
right now.
do this as a sneak attack then.
Yes.
So.
But is a rock a finesse weapon?
I don't think it has to be a finesse. It's just that we're not. That they haven't gone in combat or.
Oh,
I don't know that I'm there. So that would be. Ooh. 22 to hit.
You definitely hit it.
I just look at it.
What do I do for damage for a rock?
It's improvised weapon, so 1d4 plus your sneak attack.
Okay. Plus that, so a total of 8 damage.
Yeah, so you bean it in the head really hard, and like a bunch of blood comes out, and it starts. It basically think of horse noises, but made in like the rhythm that like a monkey would. and it's like running away from where it was.
I looked at him like, why?
Why not?
I feel a little bad now.
You are.
There's also behind it. There's like 2 like mini versions of it that are following it.
You probably gave that damn thing brain damage. I hope you are fucking happy with your immoral self.
Actually, I am. But if you looked at it, it looked like it was born with brain damage.
We're not talking about your mom.
All right. I want to stay away from these critters as much as possible. Also, get back to town
Well,
and.
don't worry, because they want to stay away from you guys.
There.
Yeah,
See?
he just gave one of them an aneurysm. I don't think they're going to attack again.
It's just
Or,
a concussion.
well,
They'll be fine.
Teach those. I guess that's gotta give them the incentive to stay away from us.
All right. So, I guess we're all headed back then.
It seems so.
Yep, that's the goal. I'm just shaking my head.
I'm more of an alchemist type wizard. I don't create Dr. Moreau critters.
According to Full Metal Alchemist, that is alchemy.
No.
What are you talking about? It's a perfectly natural creature.
Yes.
No,
Chimeras
you're talking about.
are
Remember,
product of
welcome to fantasy settings.
That was the most uncomfortable entire scene in that entire show. No.
It was needed.
Anyway, so we're headed back to town. Okay. What time is it when we get back?
Probably.
You suspect the creatures may be little girls.
Okay.
What? I missed
You
that.
just made that reference to Full Metal Alchemist.
I missed what it said.
You suspect the creatures are little girls.
Oh. I haven't watched that show since I was like 20. I'm 31 now.
Well, I haven't watched it since I was 20 either, but I'm not far past that. So
And how do you forget, like, seriously, the most uncomfortable, scene in the entire show?
I didn't miss that scene. I missed the little phrase he said.
No, I know. You said you forgot the scene.
No, I didn't forget the scene. I said I forgot what he was just said.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, okay, so we're headed back. Okay. What time is it?
It's probably about 10 a.m.
I thought we left at 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then then it would probably be about like 6 p.m. then.
Okay.
When you get back.
Sun is just kind of starting to go down.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we meet up with whoever we're supposed to meet up with this to tell them what happened? Uh-oh.
Leave it in.
Why? Why?
I have no idea.
Because he likes giving you extra work in the editing department.
I'm leaving that in.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh.
No!
And you got. That's what you get.
Brave, why?
For being a boomer.
Boomer.
Okay,
right.
we're back. The sun is probably just starting to go down.
But,
Yeah.
I thought you said 10 a.m.
That's when we
Yeah.
left to go to begin with.
So, Dev, this entire time, like whenever you would like try to rest or whatever, basically a bunch of people would just start like smashing cymbals together to like wake you up again, and like shouting and screaming, and it would like they'd keep changing these people, and they've just been asking you a bunch of random nonsense questions. And then when you don't answer these nonsensical questions, they just make more loud noises at you. with like blaring horns and everything.
Oh wait, I answer their questions.
Oh.
Every time they say a question, I respond with Gunther protects as loud as I can. I scream it.
That is amazing. All right, so
Does that change their behavior at all, or is it the same?
it's about the same. Like some of them hesitate, but the people who hesitate get the shit kicked out of them, and they're replaced with people who will comply.
All right.
All right, so guys, you're basically passing by a bunch of people noise torturing Dev,
Meh.
and they're asking him a bunch of pointless and useless questions that actually aren't productive whatsoever.
I quietly kind of turn my head so nobody can listen. First of all, I go, hey, I keep forgetting, what the hell is your name? I'm talking to the demon.
I did not disclose my name.
I point at
For obvious
them
reasons.
and laugh.
Well, no,
point and laugh.
I need to know what to call you, like, seriously, because this is stupid.
Okay, what you need to call me is, Kawakadal.
Okay, dickhead, that works. Listen,
That's what I
Dang
heard.
it! I almost got you to summon me.
My name is not your thing.
anyway, so,
Dev,
dickhead,
stop it.
dickhead, if you want to have some fun, they're obviously doing what you like to do to people. Why don't you go join in?
This just sounds like
No,
an
you
excuse to
can't
get me
beat
not
that
to
logic.
torment you.
Come on, don't be a pussy. Go ahead and do it.
I know what
Not gonna
baiting
be
is.
around much
I'm
longer.
literally- I know what baiting is. I'm literally surrounded by frat boys every day.
I don't think you seem to understand. He's not going to be around much longer, so you're running out of time to play games with him.
I
He's
mean,
literally gonna lose his head because he took off with somebody else's head.
there's a chance that I probably have forever to spend time with him in about a day or two.
I kind of doubt that. He was pretty devout. I don't think he's going down there. Either that or he was, retarded, in which case he really won't go down there.
I think he's retarded.
Again, we're not in the realm of opinion here. This is in the realm of fact.
He starts quote mining the holy book.
Just because you know the word of a book doesn't mean you're devout.
So now, are you going to go harass the guy with the extra chromosomes or not?
What's a chromosome?
Well, there's a daddy
The guy-
and a mommy. They get together.
I'm pretty
And
certain his
something-
parents were
something
related.
biology.
I'm almost 100% certain his parents were related.
I see.
You see, when a sister and a brother love each other very much.
Okay, look. Just say my real name, which is Kawaddle, and then I will go torment Dev.
Dickhead.
Wallow,
Damn it.
wallow,
Was it-
wallow.
All right, so as you say that, Alexander.
I was saying it incorrectly the whole time. I
Oh,
think
okay,
you
never
said
mind.
koala. Didn't you say
Never mind,
wallow?
doesn't summon him.
Because I thought you were saying koala.
Well, it's basically he said his demonic name, so that if you said his name, he put his demonic name and said his demonic name
intentionally
was
say
the
it
actual name 3 times,
Incorrectly.
so that you could, in an attempt to
Like-
actually doesn't get it.
Wait, what is this guy, Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Well, it's a thing of you say the demon's true name 3 times and then it's summoned. I'm just trying to get you to do that.
I propose we name it in.
I'm going to name you Bob.
Hello, Dev. You hear this in your
Charlie.
head?
Oh, I can
Hello,
hear
what's
the
up?
demon now.
No.
Hello, in.
Jeff?
Oh, we
I am
got
a
a pet eyeball. Why not a pet demon?
Yes, speaking of which, that
Prepare
thing's
to
just
be
been flying around
exercised.
doing nothing with us.
The
by the way.
moment I level up sufficiently.
How are you gonna exercise me? I'm in your head. Maybe you'll have to exercise me. Maybe you'll have to exercise me from your head using your sword.
Gunther will protect me.
Well,
Okay, the other three of you, what do you want to do? What's your plan?
I forget who was it we were supposed to be meeting up with.
It's the person. It's your the guy that your boss sends. So he's going to be showing up there first.
Where did he say where we were supposed to meet him or anything like that? I forget now.
Yeah, it's outside of town, east.
Okay, so yeah, we should probably just go ahead to this meeting point, let them know what happened, and then we come back and see if there's anything left of the moron in the cage here.
Yeah. So I've got the visual here. It's in campaign rituals.
All right. I attempt to intimidate the demon by threatening that if it does not flee, then surely it will be exorcised because the wrath of Gunther will be upon it. I get a 16 on my intimidation check.
And then he leaves.
All right. So who is this Scarface?
That's the guy from earlier. I gave him a visual this time.
You are
right.
an ugly motherfucker.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Listen,
Okay.
we just thought
Ugly.
that the other guys, parents were probably related. Yours definitely were, and they apparently beat you with the ugly stick daily. Just so you know.
Are you going to insult my appearance, or are we going to actually get to the bottom of what's going on here?
No, I'm going to insult your parents.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So,
Would you both?
Well, look,
I vote
that's not
vote.
what I'm not really paid to do that. So, can we get on with it?
what do I care? I'm not paying you.
I vote both. Okay, Fugly. Here's the deal.
I know several hitmen.
Before that, just a second, guys, over here for a minute, please, before Alexander says something stupid, over here, please. All right,
I'm
listen.
prone to say stupid stuff to people in power.
I pulled him a little away.
He looks to you, Alexander, and he says, "Say one more thing, and I'm going to be calling the hitmen. I know."
All right, over here. Now, listen, Alexander, shut up.
Yes.
Shut up. That's all.
Yes,
Just
sir.
don't say anything. Shut up. Jack, do not mention the book.
No, I.
Don't
What
even mention the
book?
pages we
What
checked.
book?
We didn't find any pages. We just found a bunch of corpses of cultists and that weird demon thing, and it's dead and burned. Right? Right.
I also have a little scribble of the demon.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
What about
in fact, I'll even hand you the scribble.
that's fine. All right, I take it. What?
There's a other thing here. What about our missing comrade?
No, shut up.
Okay.
He doesn't
Can
care.
we tell this person that he's being tortured at this moment?
Do you care?
I don't care about him.
You don't even know I'm being tortured.
Yeah. As far as we know, it's just a handful of guys yelling at him in the cave.
Well, I did suggest that they should.
Didn't we send the demon to specifically torture him?
Yeah, I'm back. That was really scary. Yeah, it was really scary to say you'd exorcise me, and I'm not gonna fuck with him.
You
I don't
are
want to be in his
pussy.
head anymore.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, Alexander, you're gonna shut up.
I
Jack?
will shut up.
Yes.
Yeah, no, trust me, I'm shutting up.
Okay. Let me do the talking. If you haven't a good, Alexander, you just don't say anything. I don't care if someone sticks you in the ass with a stick. You just keep your mouth shut. Jack, you're a little bit more reliable. Just don't mention the book.
What book?
Exactly. Ready, break.
Okay. I'm not
All right.
allowed to talk to you.
So you guys done with your football hunter?
Swear to God. I swear. Anyway, so yeah, all the cultists are dead. They apparently figured out how to summon a demon made out of orphan heads. It killed them, we killed it, and burned it to ashes.
I see. Did you find anything on the cultists?
No, including limbs. Those were apparently missing as well.
There was
Oh, here's a drawing.
There was some profane art that the creation that they summoned / created was using their body parts.
Yeah.
I see.
Here's a drawing of what it was. You can take that with you.
It was uglier than you.
The second he looks at it, his face goes white, and he's like, I've seen enough.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Alexander, shut up.
Yes,
from what I have seen, I think that we do require our Inquisitor to help us, like, one, to get him out of your hair and into whoever summoned these things, get it in this troublemaker into its hair.
I mean, I have really nothing to do with most of this. I'm just here to deliver messages from his boss to you guys.
Yeah, well, take this drawing with you and show them what we're dealing with.
I see.
I think that we need the Inquisitor.
we do need the
We'll handle it. All right.
You're talking about Arlen of Beckland, right?
Where is he?
That's in one of the letters. That's in the letter that Dev read. That's the guy who sent Dev onto this quest. Well, yeah, he's gonna be here in about probably an hour or so. He's gonna be meeting with you guys once I leave.
All right.
All right. We'll worry about that then.
All right. So, any requests for the boss?
That's an interesting question.
Get us a better Inquisitor. One that doesn't.
I'm not
tend to
talking
cut
about
people.
the Lord.
Okay.
I'm
just
talking
saying
about his boss, and he's pointing to Kaimenos.
Oh. Who's your boss?
None of your business.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. Then I'm not standing here.
We're fine for now. I might have something for you the next time we meet up, though.
Yep. I don't have anything else to add. I'm just kind of letting Kaimenos take the reins.
I'm letting him mostly take the reins.
I have a very limited schedule.
Okay, then. I'm not holding you here.
All right. Well, then. I have a very good feeling that I'm probably going to be sending you something else in about a week or two. So expect me then.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, you'll get a, just listen for a silver bell. And that'll be the signal.
A silver bell.
Yeah.
As opposed to what? A bronze bell? A brass bell? What the hell? It's a bell's a bell.
You will know that it is a silver bell when you hear it. It's a magical effect.
Does Silver Bells count as is that a copyrighted song?
No.
No.
I don't exactly think we're all going to start singing Christmas carols. I don't care if it's almost Christmas or not.
So once you say that he's free to leave, after the next time you blink, he is gone.
Oh, good.
Interesting skill set he has.
Ugly bastard. I was sick of looking at his face.
I concur.
Now, Alexander, now you may say all the stupid shit you like.
Hey, I find the fact that I find the stuff that I do and say to be funny.
Well, I'm not saying it's not, but it could also get its hung.
There's downsides to everything.
All right. So we've got what, like an hour to kill before the other guy shows up?
Yep. I'm just gonna prep the campaign visuals. for when Dev's boss shows up. Hey guys, this is the DM. I'm giving the mid-roll here. I just wanted to give an update. We're going into the holiday season really hard now. So hopefully this will actually make it easy for us to at least plan the next episode. Generally speaking, it tends to be hard to arrange things, mostly because we're in a ton of different time zones. I'm Eastern time. I know that True Grave is in Mountain time, and the others are in different time zones that I don't quite remember. So generally speaking, it's a different time of the day for basically all of us. And also too, just dealing with school and just other things that we're working on, that I'm working on in general, tends to make it at least, not as easy to plan games, especially when the players decide to maybe or maybe not decide, let's start in the Civil War and try to depose the current leader and then depose the next current leader. Stuff like that. And then just, telling me after the session, well, maybe we actually won't do that. So then you just have to come up with a scenario for whether they do that, and then another one for when they don't. So it's, I guess, you guys in the audience, which is probably one or two people, I don't know, I guess would probably understand how that is for a DM. The thing is, though, is you really can't railroad, and it just is a problem generally because, again, a lot of this is just you making the game for the players. So we should probably expect the next one to be in a week or two. Sorry if I was rambling a bit, but I'm not exactly used to this on YouTube. So if you like the channel, then please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps in the algorithm, at least for YouTube. The editing can tend to extend the time that it takes for us to upload, especially because YouTube is not exactly it's not exactly a very friendly platform to anyone who doesn't sanitize what they're doing to an incredible degree. And a lot of this is to keep it quote unquote kid friendly, which is strange because on the internet you're legally not allowed to advertise to children. But that aside, we will give you the closest to content that can be shared, and that YouTube will not try to kill us over. So if you can share the channel, that would help out very much if you like the content. If you have any constructive criticisms also too, please leave it in the comments. We could always try to improve our games and I guess the show that we're trying to give you. I don't really know how to run Roll20, generally speaking, and I'm not very tech literate myself. I don't have an excuse. I'm like 22. So there is that. So maybe in the future, at least if I have more time on my hands, then I can get to know Roll20, and all of these can be in Roll20 to some degree, rather than just the theater of the mind that we have under my games, and then Roll20 under Metal Ministers games, right? So I think I'm taking your guys' time too much, so I will be out. Thank you.
let's get back to what we were doing. I think we were supposed to be trying to get Deb's character from being killed.
I must pray later for True Grave's soul.
I think that we have a decent sales pitch, at least to whoever the guardsman is.
Let our friend go. Let our friend go. He didn't mean to kill your chieftain.
Plus, Plus,
wait a minute. All these people are coming in to torture me and stuff, and I've been yelling at them. Can I make that an intimidation roll?
Sure. If you want to do another one.
All right, I got a 16
Okay, you're chained
again.
up. See how
I got a 16 again.
Yes, you get about 8 of them to stop coming, but they just keep getting on more people. But the amount of people do thin for a while. Eventually, though, they do stop, and you just and there's just one guard, who is one of the Imperial soldiers who is just stationed in front of your cave.
We could totally just break him out now.
I'm from an Imperial city, right?
No. You are an oligarch, which means you're someone from the clans who is appointed by the noble who is from the Empire.
Oh, but I'm appointed by it. All right. So the Imperials follow the same religion as me, though, right?
Yes. In a lot of areas of the cantons, they forcefully introduced your religion.
So can I try to use persuasion on the Imperial Guard to convince him that I don't know, the interests of the Inquisition compel my release or something?
Sure. Just you need to come up with an argument, though.
Oh, I've got to think a bit.
Okay,
I have a good roll on this, and I don't want to waste it.
Don't do it out of character. You have to do it in character.
I know, I'm thinking of the in-character argument right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because how skill checks roll is if there's a chance of succeeding, you get a roll. So it's basically you have to propose the idea first, and it may or may not succeed.
That's my question. How does he intimidate people when he's tied up?
He's not tied up.
In a cage?
No, he's not tied up. He's just in a
remember,
cave.
they never took away my weapons.
No, he's fully armed and in a cave, and there's a 6-inch gap between the stone and the cave wall, so it's so that he can breathe. But basically all that's keeping him in the cave is a giant boulder that he can't really push because it's huge and super heavy.
Do we see that?
Here's my plan. My plan is because you're saying that the religion was introduced to the cantons by force.
Parts of it, so the people in the southern cantons already practiced Gunthorism. It was mostly the hinterlands that it was either forcefully introduced in some areas and then peacefully introduced in others.
What about this area? Did this area used to be non-Gunther?
Yeah, you're in hinterlands.
Alright. So I attempt to convince the guard that that the earlier harassment and that my being locked in a cave instead of being in a prison suitable for my station is part of a anti-Guntherist plot to abuse the legitimate legal proceedings in order to quietly kill off an agent of His Holiness's Inquisition. And that I need to speak to my superiors about the potential of a widespread anti-Gunther plot immediately.
All right, give me the persuade.
I rolled
deception. Give me a deception check.
Oh, what's
unless he honestly believes that.
I honestly, of course Ezekiel honestly believes
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, perception. Sorry.
So, Anyway, I rolled a 19, and with my +6 bonus, it comes to a dirty 25.
Oh God!
God
All right,
damn.
well, let's see if he can. Let's see if he can beat this with his insight.
There's a reason I spent so long trying to think up of a good argument.
Oh God! He doesn't have an insight skill. His wisdom is 11.
I like things.
Wow.
Look at my sharp sword.
Well, I got his stat block from online.
What was it, Gel Guard?
He's a special type of warrior. All of the Imperial soldiers are. They're pretty tough. They're pretty tough dudes. Let me see.
So tough equals stupid, right?
What? No. I mean, 11 wisdom's like average. Actually, no. The average is 10, so he's slightly wiser than average. Let me just get the wizard's dice roller.
Well, 11 wisdom is the same bonus as 10, so it's no practical difference.
No, but it is an in RP difference.
I guess, so... Does that mean
He got an 8.
So he beat.
Look, that... You're probably... Look, I don't know if you're right or not, but... Something about this does seem wrong, and I think it's probably a good idea that you would be able to speak with your superiors. I'll go talk with the captain of the guards and tell him to temporarily release you from prison.
I say Gunther bless.
He crosses himself. And about 20 minutes later, another 16 guards come in. And they start putting hooks on the side of the boulder where there are little kind of like loops. What are they called? They're like drilled into the rock that they tie a rope through.
They have drills.
Yeah, you can drill stones.
Yeah, they could have had hand drills.
Yeah, and they start pulling it. All 17 of them start pulling it, and they slowly pull the boulder. Basically out of the way of the entrance of the cave after about like another 10 minutes. And Dev is free, and Dev will be free by 10 minutes before the end of their time, before the end of the rest of the party's time to kill.
I think the 16 guards, I say Gunther bless, and I suggest that we need to... They need to keep quiet about this until I've talked to my superiors, because we cannot afford the anti-Gunther subversives in this area to become to realize that we are aware of their plot until my superiors are ready to move, and so they should move the boulder back into place and let the evil heretic and let the evil infidels believe that I am still imprisoned.
So one of them tells you that, like, if we leave the cave empty, though, like, it won't be convincing. So what if they have one of the soldiers who, like, one of the half elf guardsmen to basically swap armor with you, in order to make it look convincing.
I say that there's no need to go that far. My superior's almost here. We just need to keep them from realizing immediately that they've already stopped coming to the cave, right? Because I scared them off.
Yes.
So I tell them that I made sure to scare them off so they would not be constantly checking up. It might be entire day before they realize, and by then it will be too late for them.
Very well, that makes sense. Gunther's speed.
Gunther speed.
Yep, and they start pushing the rock back in place.
Alright, I go meet my superior then.
Well, you don't know where they're meeting, remember? Because you weren't there.
Wait, did the guards not tell me? I
No.
thought they knew.
Why would they know?
Let's see, in that case,
They're not paid to know.
I remove my armor, I put it in my backpack, and I attempt
Alright, so that
to...
removing heavy armor is 10 minutes.
Oh, never. Oh, but with it, I can't make a good stealth check. Oh, well, it's good enough anyway. So I make a stealth check to try and get into town and find the meeting place unobserved. I get a dirty 17.
Right. So no one's. Yeah, the passive perception they have is not going to get them to see you. So, yeah. So you can hide in town.
And then I guess I roll perception to try and find where the meeting place is. I have a dirty 21.
Well, you see someone during your perception check who seems very unlike everyone else. He is wearing these strange robes and has a very otherworldly appearance in his eyes. Hey, Metal Mystery, you want to put it in the visual?
Mm-hmm. Trying right now.
Okay.
Why is it not?
I rolled. I roll insight and I get a 13. Can I tell anything with 13 insight?
This is probably someone that is supposed to meet the group. He's definitely not. He's definitely from the Empire. He's not from these places.
That's a he?
Yes.
He's not my superior, though.
You don't know.
Don't I recognize my own superior?
You've only received writings from Arlen of Beckland.
Oh, all right. Am I within 60 feet?
You're probably about like 100 feet away.
I move to within 60 feet and activate Divine Sense.
You sense a celestial presence. Like, he is not a celestial, but you sense that celestial energy around him.
I cross myself and walk over to him.
How did you get out of your cell?
I asked nicely, and Gunther was with me.
Did you cut somebody's head off?
No.
Okay, so you go into visual. So you go into you're visible to most of the public. So parts of the public are like, he's escaped from jail, and then
wait, I didn't say I wanted to stop sneaking. I said I wanted to approach this guy.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, they don't see you then.
Ezekiel's still trying to keep on the down low. He just now knows he doesn't need to be because Ezekiel doesn't think anything bad could possibly happen from a celestial discovering his presence. So
no. Ezekiel knows that this person himself is not a celestial. He just has the energy.
I mean, a person associated with the celestial. So, yeah. Ezekiel goes towards him. He does not reveal himself to the entire public.
Okay.
Am I have I covered my face with a hood or something? How am I hiding here?
I'd assume you'd be going through alleyways and stuff.
All right, so I guess let's see.
You hide under the shade of a lamp.
Is it nighttime or daytime right now?
It's solidly probably 6:50 right now.
Can I get into speaking distance of this person without the townspeople seeing me?
Make a stealth check.
Ooh, but 5. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Okay, so you accidentally step on a cat, and then the cat goes and runs away, and then the cat trips and kind of gets into a puddle, and then slides into a barrel. The barrel tips over and knocks over another barrel, which then reveals your location. And a bunch of people are looking at you, including him.
Apparently a dog's there too.
What was my superior's name again?
Arlen of Beckland.
I say, greetings, Arlen of Beckland. I have an urgent report. Gunther Bless.
Greetings, my child. Why are you here? Where's the rest of the group? And like in the background, someone's like, traitor, murderer, and there's a bunch of eggs being thrown. One of them hits Arlen's cloak, and it basically does not leave a mark and just seamlessly falls down his coat.
Wait. This guy's a pretty high-level inquisitor or something, right?
Yeah. And he looks towards them, and he raises his hand behind him, and a blue wall of force basically blocks off the alleyway, and a bunch of eggs start hitting this wall of force and rocks.
So I tell him that I have encountered complications fighting a most foul demon, and that physical means alone are not sufficient to vanquish it, and my spiritual prowess is only sufficient to drive it from my own mind. And even worse, I fear there may be some pagan anti-Gunther activity inciting the town against me.
They seem to think you're a murderer. Well, my child, I will have to look into these abilities you have. It is quite impressive that you were able to drive a demon from your mind. Especially when in the infancy of your spiritual progression.
Gunther protects.
That he does. Now, I believe I have a meeting with your associates. I don't know why you were separated from the rest of them.
I suspect it was a plot of the pagans. They have incited the villagers against me by questioning the methods by which I have been fighting the demon.
Perhaps. Well then, come with me, and we will see what has happened.
Yes, Lord.
I am no lord.
Or is that the incorrect title? Or
Yes.
what? I use whatever the correct title was then.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. It would just be Inquisitor.
All right, I say yes, Inquisitor.
Good. Well, now that we're away from the public, I can drop the gentle facade. And the rest of the group, you see this man walking through the brush, with Dev right next to him, as if nothing has happened, as if everything's completely normal.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings, comrades.
I kind of give him the side eye.
It seems that the Inquisitor has been separated from your group.
Well, he should be in a jail for cutting off a chieftain's head.
Really?
Yeah. We are surprised that he would actually be made free, although we had a compelling case, we think.
Yes, but you still cut off the chieftain's head.
I was not aware that he was imprisoned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to cut things heads off.
When
Which
you're working within
be a
the
very
position
handy skill.
long enough, you
I've
will
only-
understand
Infidel.
enjoyment
For
yourself.
heretics alike, not innocent.
So, out of character, though, I've only beheaded one guy.
You cut the
Shut
face
up,
off
you.
another one.
I mean, out of character, as an Inquisitor, you've beheaded multiple people.
Okay, alright, fair enough then.
I think your superiors would know that, though.
I mean, if I've beheaded people before, it's because my superiors told me to, I assume.
Yes, you were just following orders.
How not to, like?
And as to not knowing I was imprisoned, I thought I told them that the villagers had separated me from my companions. Or I guess I didn't explicitly say they put me in jail.
Yeah, you didn't.
I should have thought of that.
It seems that there are two conflicting stories here. And I for one am not interested in your disputes. I just need to know the report and what happened. And I also have tasks for this one here, as he points to Dev, in the future, and business with him I'd like to discuss. So I need to know what you found.
Wait.
I say the orphanage was the work of the most vilest heretics in a draconic cult, and I hope my companions have found more since we are separated by the imprisonment of the villagers.
Cult of the Dragon, eh?
Yes. By more, we found a creature created by the dead bodies of orphans.
Ah. Do you have any visual representation of the creature?
Jack! Oh,
Yes.
Jackie!
I pull out the sketch that I had made. Like, as a matter of fact, yes. And this would also largely explain part of the. This is at least a major piece in figuring out what happened at the fire at the orphanage. It's not just a simple fire.
Yeah, she's like, I know what this is. Quite impressive that you. It's quite impressive that Pete. Aaron.
You okay? Did you just have a stroke?
No, the DM messed up. No.
Some sort of amalgamation.
So it's he says, I'm surprised that you were able to defeat Nageltash. Do you even know what these creatures are?
Pretty sure it's demonic.
Yes, but specifically, these are mercenaries of Set.
Motherfucker.
Yes,
Nageltash?
they're creatures that only desire to torture the souls of the innocent whenever they can. But as they have no power over their souls, in death, they must do so in life. And so they gather the souls of these people before they can go to the afterlife and torture them while they're on Earth.
Yeah, well,
For as long as possible.
We went ahead and barbecued that thing right down, and we're pretty sure we saw all the souls leave.
It's good. Their home is in the. Their home. They build their homes by tunneling through the eye of a Titan.
I'm not sure what a Titan is, or what that has to do with anything.
It's an incredibly large type of demon. They're very rarely summoned to our world, for very obvious reasons. The more powerful a demon is, the harder it is to summon.
So, we brought the horn of this demon to demonstrate what it is.
He knows what it is, genius.
Well, I thought we brought a horn to show him.
Yeah, well, he knew it before. Yeah, well, but he knew it beforehand by the drawing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It could have been the case that he did not know.
Yeah, this was a bit of CYA.
Okay. Well, screw
He
you.
kind of chuckles at that a bit.
All right. Ezekiel crosses himself and says says something about there being even more souls tortured by demons, and he is glad that it has been put a stop to once more.
By more, what are you referring to?
Sir, there was a similar incident with the local chieftain, and after my spiritual powers failed to purge the demon, I was forced to release him using more physical, direct means.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but expert sources say that's a lie. You just walked in, thought you saw something, and you went to cut his head off.
Well,
you didn't try anything.
That's not actually true. I did try to exorcise him.
You don't have the ability.
I found out I couldn't. Yes, like I said, my spiritual powers were insufficient, and I was forced to resort to more primitive means of freeing him.
He just kind of face palms and he just says, "Why?" He just says, "Why? Why must my job be interrupted? And complicated by politics?"
Actually, I lean over to whoever this is, and I listen. How strong are you magically?
What are you looking for?
Well, are you able to, I don't know, exorcise demons?
It's one of the jobs I have.
Just a second. I actually walk away from the group out of earshot for a second. I go, hey, listen, dickhead. You listening to me?
Yeah, what's up?
Listen, I gotta know right now. Are you from Set or are you from Levistus?
I'm generally from Hell. I was kind of just contracted out because I'm pretty cheap. Also, I really wanted to get out of a certain thing that I'm not going to mention.
Is my divine sense still active?
It's active for 10 minutes, so yeah.
So do I sense the demon?
You sense the demon's presence in everyone except for Arlen specifically.
All right. Sir, I sense the demon is continuing to exert his presence even now.
Well, he's talking to him. I'm still talking to the demon.
Yeah. So I guess so.
He's going to expel you if you can't. If you can't tell me more about yourself, they're just going to exorcise you, and you'll go right back to hell.
Oh, okay. All right. So So there are certain things I can tell you. Okay. So what do you want to know?
First of all, who hired you out?
Okay, so I was hired out by the pastor Karl Franz, in order to curse people, for blackmail.
Okay, where is this Karl?
Last time I checked, he was running a church in North Thalia, but I don't know where he is right now.
Okay.
I've kind of been, yeah.
Okay, and he just sent you out to cause general mayhem?
I mean, not general mayhem. I mean, this chief was my specific target. I don't know why, but he was fun to torment regardless.
Interesting. There was something else too. Shoot. Oh, come on. I was just thinking of something and now it's gone.
I'm typing some of these even though I don't actually know this stuff.
Okay. That would actually be helpful for later, I'm sure, for myself.
I assume everyone else is taking notes too, but...
So, all right, then. How much do you not want to go back to hell?
A lot.
Well, then, I'm going to try and save your ass. But from here on out, you got to start paying attention to me. Or I'll just let this guy send you straight back. And you better remember, I can always just call this guy up and have him do it.
Fine.
All right, then.
So, while he was doing that, I talked to my superior and try and get him to exorcise the demon.
All right.
Does he manage to do it before the demon leaves, or no?
Well, now I'm coming back, so...
Well, but I was talking to him while you were gone, so I don't know how long did each of our conversations take.
Well, here's the question. Can he be exorcised from someone who doesn't want him to be exorcised?
No.
Well, that would create a problem. If you don't want him to be exorcised, Ezekiel's going to choose the previous method of
exorcism only works on a willing creature.
But beheading works on...
Well, that's the second form of exorcism.
Except it doesn't actually exorcise, it just kills. And then the demon moves on to the next one.
It separates the demon from the body.
And the demon moves on to the next body.
It exercises the arms, you know? You just have to swing that axe.
So the next body will be willing to be properly exorcised.
Yes. Exactly. No, like,
you wouldn't know that I'm not willing to have him be exorcised. It would just fail when he tried.
Basically, yeah.
And he wouldn't know the reason?
So he's going to... So after you say this step, he's going to close his eyes, and then he'll open them again. His eyes go basically blood red, and he says this: "The demon is not possessing any of you. It is only leaving small nodes in your minds. It doesn't seem to have a physical presence on this plane, but merely seems to be communicating to you from somewhere else."
Is it possible to excise these nodes and free ourselves of its corruption?
It's not exactly doing that. It's basically sending strands of its presence. I cannot, at the moment, locate it centrally. But if you give me some time, I could. I could find it.
Thank you, Master. Or no, he's supposed to be Inquisitor.
Yes, but I do. What I can sense is that it is moving, and it is moving away. At least farther away from here.
It must have sensed your presence and known to flee Gunther's wrath.
Perhaps.
I just pull the brim of my hat down so you can't see my face and just give, a shit-eating grin. Which would be rather terrifying considering I'm pretty certain I have, nothing but fangs.
Congratulations.
I mean, if you had nothing but fangs, you couldn't eat, so probably not.
What's that?
If you had nothing but fangs, you probably couldn't really eat most food, so probably not. Probably not mostly fangs. But definitely ugly and gnarly looking.
Wait, they're British?
Yes, all tieflings are British. This is now canon.
Oh, no.
There is an island of tieflings now.
They just all have poor dental hygiene.
Yes. And all night.
All right. So anything else?
Well, was there any other questions you wanted to ask the demon?
Not with this Arlen guy hanging around. No.
Okay.
Well, here's my question: do I have to speak to him, like
You
verbally?
can like mentally speak to the demon.
Oh, okay. Well, then, like mentally, be like, all right, where actually are you currently?
I'm inside the South Seas Islet.
Okay. Good to know. See, now that I know, if I find out that he knows and he's right, then I can warn you. Otherwise, I keep my mouth shut and let him find you if you decide to be more of a little dickhead. Matter of fact, that's your new name. I'm just going to call you Little D.
Little D.
He's very angry at you, but he's compliant.
Believe me, I'm still going to let you have all the fun you can handle. But right now, you got to be chill. Yeah, I'm all set for right now.
Fine. I'm gonna go curdle some milk or something.
All right, you do that. Have fun.
What else did you find on your trip? Do we know anything? Do we have any information from the cultists?
They're the ones that summoned the thing?
I suppose they'd leave anything behind.
Not really. I mean, there was a little bit of them kind of everywhere.
There was a lot of them everywhere.
They left stuff behind, but they were kind of like vital organs.
They were pulled apart.
I'm assuming they were given a proper Guntherian burial.
Oh, we burned their ashes. And then I put my dick on them.
Do you tell him that you did this?
Yes, he does.
I conquered the enemy.
His face goes dark, and he says that if you were not an official member of basically if you were not protected by being part of the Lord's investigation, he would have you flogged immediately for desecration.
I think the flame desecrated it.
I'm pretty sure he would enjoy you doing that. He's a degenerate. This is coming from me. He's a degenerate.
Well, once the Inquisition has jurisdiction and power, we will make sure that he is properly re-educated once his diplomatic immunity is expired.
So, the moral of the story is keep myself employed by the government. Okay.
Yes, if that is all that you have, then I will have to speak with our Inquisitor for a moment before I take my leave. There is an agent coming after me who is, I believe, the spy master for Lord Miser.
Do you need a bodyguard?
No.
I desecrate.
Just come at once. These multiple meetings are just kind of eating up the day.
Yeah. We must accomplish our goals.
I see. Very well. I will leave you to it then. Ezekiel, please come with me. I need to talk to you for a moment.
Yes, sir.
Good. So when you two are alone, he tells you that as an Imperial officer, as the Inquisition is an official branch of the Imperial government, I do not have jurisdiction in this place. I am only here because I am on leave. So I am not here in my official capacity as an Inquisitor. though I still have things here that I must investigate. There are very concerning developments in North Valia, and in order to do this, I need to be allowed to hold guest residence at your manor in order to use it as a base of operations.
Certainly,
so I need
sir.
your official permission to stay.
Certainly, sir. It would be my honor.
Thank you. I have heard from Miss Parvini that you are starting your own private branch of the Inquisition here, and I quite look forward to seeing how that develops. Though
Thank
for
you,
legal
sir.
purposes, I cannot have any official role.
Indeed, sometimes it is better to maintain a plausible degree of separation.
Exactly. I will appear much different when you see me again at your manor.
Very well.
I right now am wearing what is a false face.
Alright, Ezekiel brings up the same thing he told the guard about his suspicions that there may be some anti-Gunther activity in the area.
This will be something I have to look into. I hope you're wrong about this.
As do I.
Yes. Farewell, Ezekiel.
Farewell,
we will meet
sir.
again soon.
Indeed.
Alright, he leaves. So...
I walk up to Ezekiel. Yeah, okay, so now that all that's out of the way, let me tell you about the current tribal leader and the guy who's trying to usurp her title. And I fill him in on the whole fact that the brother was the one that locked him up and is currently keeping the actual tribal leader's daughter from her title.
We must give her title.
Oh, by the way, since we reported, does that mean we become level 2?
That was not the spy master.
Oh. So
We're still doing stuff. We don't ever level up in this game.
Yeah, once you finish your conversation with him, you will have leveled up.
Alright. And then are we doing that next?
Yes.
Alright.
For us.
I say we kill the brother, liberate this town, village, whatever it's called.
Ezekiel says before we can kill the brother, we must ensure that the former chieftain's daughter is not involved. It is not a willing participant in the possible schemes of an local anti-Gunther faction.
I smack him. I smack him.
Yeah, even if the new lord is corrupt, it is better to have a corrupt lord than a unfaithful lord.
How do you feel about demon worshippers? That's pretty heretical, is it not?
I say that demon worshippers must be immediately executed. Is he one?
Then your target is clear. The brother of the chief
he did have
die.
a sigil. He had a sigil of Set on him.
I say this is very concerning. We may have to oust both, and perhaps have the Inquisition assume direct control over such a troubled area.
I
Only
support
we had
such
resources available.
I support such
All right.
action.
Slow down. The daughter
Diva.
legit. Her uncle, not so much.
Are we going to liberate a clan?
Well, depends how you define liberate.
Getting rid of demonic influence and
Yeah, so Ezekiel, the demon speaks to you, and he says, look, I personally believe that you would make a very effective leader. And he goes back to Chimeras.
I roll intimidation again and say, Gunther protect, and cross myself. Roll my intimidation roll.
He leaves your body.
I get a 19 on my intimidation.
He leaves your body right after he says that.
All right.
Pansy ass, I think.
That must be a nice trick.
It's
we
mostly,
have to
it's
deal
mostly
with
that I don't want to deal with this bullshit. It's not actually compelling me to leave. I'm just scared of this sheer stupidity.
Well, then don't go anywhere near Alexander.
You guys love my stupidity. You guys love my I'm 13 and never grew up. Even though I have kids older than you guys. Attitude.
Okay.
I support Zeke and his plan to take over the city, the town, in the name of the Inquisition.
So you're going to toss both of them in the river?
No. We can influence the chick.
Wait, no.
Alright. I just say that we do not have to remove the woman, the girl, because she will be grateful if we take out her uncle.
I say that we still must make sure that she is herself a Gunther believer, and that this possible anti-Gunther faction was merely exploiting her grief rather than attempting to install one of their own.
All right. Zeke, hold on. Listen, I had a long talk with this guy. All right. He's the one that had the sigilo set. He's the one that knew all about the cultists. He even knew where they were, etc., etc.
Well,
he's your source.
I'm not disagreeing. We need to eliminate him, but it appears that
it's
there may be
like
two factions at work here.
Ability to check if somebody's a heretic or not.
Well, I didn't say it would take a long time to find out if she's a heretic.
Well, here, how about we do this? How about we set up this guy and see how she reacts?
Indeed.
It's almost like you're being like this on purpose, just to annoy us.
All right, here's the plan.
So all Ezekiel said is after we get rid of the most pressing threat, we shouldn't forget about the possibility of another one.
Okay.
He's not saying that we shouldn't go after this guy.
Here's the plan, and we can vote on it or whatever after. Ready? Listen. We tell the guy we took care of his niece for him, or I did. I'll go in alone because I'm the only one he talked to. You guys hang out just outside the door with his niece with you. I'll leave the door cracked open so you guys can hear what's going on. I'll get him to admit to being, not exactly faithful and being the one that set this all up. And as soon as he admits to it, you can burst in and do your thing. And then however she reacts would probably be a pretty good determination, even if you didn't use your sense. Right?
And how...
I'm down with it.
I'm no good at lying.
That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Ezekiel has a +6 bonus to deception, so he can be involved as well.
As do I.
All right. Well, I'm just going to hold my
we are
crossbow
both
and
equally
pretend
good
I
at
shot
this.
somebody.
Yeah. So once again, Alexander, you will just stay behind with Denise. Ezekiel, you should be back there too, but you can be ready to spring through the door when I give the signal. Jack, you get drunk.
I'm on it, Chief.
Okay, so we got a good plan, right? We all agree?
Sounds like a good plan, except for I want to be the one getting drunk and naked.
That had to go in there, didn't it? It's staying in. This is canon. It is canon that Alexander is the pervert. All right, so what do we got left? Just the spy master guy's got to show up, right?
All right, you ready?
Yeah. All right, so then we got a plan for after all this. Ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to not talk as much this time.
Well, if you didn't have a foot-shaped mouth, I don't think it would be such a problem.
Hey, I find my commentary to be very funny.
Oh, it is hilarious.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is hilarious. It just also always tends to get us in trouble.
Look! You only got one of the boss's top employees to want to hire a hitman on Alexander. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Nice. All right. So we're all set for the spy master then.
All right. So the spy master will approach the party with several pieces of luggage. He has a large rucksack slung over his back and seems to be wearing traveler's clothes, which is very unusual for him.
You want me to share screen again?
Yep. Oh, that's it. There we go.
There's nothing I can say about that face. It's neither ugly or beautiful.
That would generally be the optimal way to be if you're a spy.
A spy, yeah.
You want to be utterly forgettable.
Exactly.
Blend into any crowd.
Wait, it also fits though that it's like a kind of like gray image too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, enough about him.
Right, so who's he coming to meet? Just like all of us in general, or is there one in specific? Okay.
I'm going to stand back.
I need to
stand by.
Stop. I need a full report.
I guess that will be me, since everybody else seems to have like no gumption for this. All right.
Skill, my friend. Skill.
I mean, I get it from
for it.
I get it from Jack. He tends to be fairly meek.
What do we have on the people who murdered Anton of Torino?
Wait, what?
That's what this whole investigation was about.
Oh, I think I kind of lost the plot.
Okay.
He was that monk at the orphanage.
Oh, right. Never mind. Okay, I got you. Yeah, basically we tracked a bunch of cultists to a cave. They tried to summon a demon using a bunch of orphan heads, and we killed it. Destroyed everything that we found like on the walls. It looked like it was trying to summon another one. Burnt it to ashes. Numbnuts over there decided to put his numbnuts in those ashes.
Why did I have to know that?
What?
Why did I have to know that?
Because we all had to know that. You wanted a full report. You're getting a full report. Then we came back here. This is all after, of course, Ezekiel beheaded the town, or the tribal leader.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah. I tried to stop him twice, and he didn't take the hint.
I see. Continue.
Something heretic.
Yeah, so we figure that's what happened with the orphans. That was the whole point behind them.
Part of a summoning ritual.
I see. Were there any documents you found?
No. We found no documents.
Deception check.
Oh, okay. You're gonna... Do I roll against you?
Yes.
Okay. I need to bring this back up.
I'll start talking if he fails.
Let me
That
see.
was awful. Guys, do not inhale whiskey.
No, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me know what you
it
get.
fucking sucks.
Oh, what did you get?
I got a dirty 20.
All right, he got a 14.
Ooh.
He had a plus
Yeah.
5, but you know.
Well,
I see. How disappointing. Well, in that case, I have the rewards of 200 gold for each of you, except for Ezekiel. I think we're going to have words with him later. But Ezekiel, on the other side, I would I would like you to know that you will now be a member of a new organization, which I need to pull up real quick. I found it. So,
I will.
yeah. So you will be part of a new organization that we have set up within Northalia. And it is called Eisengrim's Investigative Agency of the Doctrinal Integrity of the Faithful.
Excellent, but what about
Can I-
the persuasion attempt? I have a dirty
Here's
21.
Spymaster. Can I
Good
join and be the quartermaster?
That will be up to Miss Parvini, who is going to be the chief, will be the chief inquisitor of the indoctrinal integrity of the faithful.
Now, I'm not one to talk on
What?
behalf of somebody, but that damn chief was possessed.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
again?
this is assistance. That means I get advantage, right?
he wasn't possessed
Yes,
any more than any of us are possessed.
All right, so
shut up.
I'm not shutting up. You're the
DM,
moron.
I am making a attempt to persuade the spy master because I apparently passed my insight. I'm trying to persuade him of my well-established view on killing the chief and that it was really an asset for us, and all the other stuff Ezekiel has said in regards to that. Can I have advantage since Alexander is helping me?
Sure. You can roll. I don't know if he's a persuaded.
All right, I got a dirty 21.
Okay. The issue is not whether or not it's correct. And it may or may not be, and I don't really care. That's not my job. Okay? What was supposed to happen was that we did this mission, and that we didn't cause a stir within the tribe to the point where there is simple conflict over the leadership in succession because you killed the chief.
Oh, we'll
All right,
handle that part.
Don't
Don't worry, we have plans to handle that.
All right, I follow
You
up
better.
then with a persuasion attempt saying that
You will just have to.
it was necessary. So I attempt to persuade him that it's necessary to damage the stability because the tribe has been infected by both anti-Gunther pagans and demon worshippers, and I get a dirty 24 on that persuasion check.
I see.
I'm guessing he doesn't care anyway.
Why
He
would the
doesn't
spy
care about
master?
that.
Why would the spy master care about the religious issues? He's supposed to spy and kill people.
So here's the thing: Ezekiel only cares about the religious issues. So it doesn't occur to him that the spy master doesn't actually care.
The spy master.
But the definition of a fanatic is someone who can't change the topic and can't shut up.
Dear spy master, would you reconsider if we actually clean up this mess? Pretend you didn't hear that he cut off the head of somebody important.
It's not actually a big deal. It's not like Parvini won't just do whatever Ezekiel asks, and all probability. Given that the chances are, whatever Parvini wants to do, Ezekiel would have asked for it anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's just that Ezekiel is...
Shut up, I'm trying to help your character.
Alright. Ezekiel tries to help him so he can have advantage on whatever check.
Who's making the check?
That's a check? I didn't know that was going to be a check.
Okay, so
I was asking a question.
Ezekiel is trying to assist you. Alexander, make the persuasion check with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Okay, this is gonna go great.
Because the Spy Master is beyond pissed off with Ezekiel.
Okay, give me a second. I need to get my app up here.
All right.
Because,
basically, think about it this way: like, what this was supposed to be is just you guys, like, basically dealing with the bandit problem to, like, for like public image, and
-1 on everything. Okay.
What did you get?
That's gonna be fun. Oh, I didn't. I was looking at my character sheet.
Basically, what happened is that essentially you guys were sent out to essentially deal with like a bandit problem, to like build rapport with this like
I got a
community.
17.
And what instead happened is you just essentially what you essentially did instead of community outreach was you just went up to like one of the biggest community leaders and just gutted him in front of everybody else and just like waved the middle finger.
Right, but we're planning on doing that to another leader.
Well, it would be beneficial now, because now there's 2 leaders, and they're going to fight. There will be civil war.
We might even do it to 3 leaders.
Okay, 17.
What are you trying to convince him about?
Wait. So
I was telling him that he would I was asking if he would reconsider.
We don't have time. There is an ongoing investigation as to what is happening here. And if there was a possession, which I've been told by Arlen on his way out, then we need to get to the bottom of it. Oh, hello?
Nope, yeah, you're there.
Yeah, so basically he's like, there's not much time. So he's like, how much time do you need to clean this up? How much time do you need to clean this up?
Well,
I think we get it cleaned up in 2 days max.
I was gonna say, I think we could probably even handle it tonight.
You have until tomorrow morning.
All right, sounds like a plan to me. We already have one in place, by the way. We just got to go find the old chief's daughter.
Well, that's not my problem. So, I was going to do favors, but unfortunately, it seems I will not be able to do so. So, unless this is settled and done with, then I will not be giving Mr. Clouseau his lead. Mr. Ezekiel will be receiving a position within the organization on the condition that he is subordinate to Miss Parvini as the Grand Inquisitor.
I'll have the mess cleaned up.
Very well.
Anything else you need from us?
No.
Bye. We've got crap to do.
Make sure it's done.
Sir, yes, sir.
Or what? I mean, seriously.
Or
Don't
we'll
get
have you
into
all
it.
personally flayed and put your heads on spikes.
Don't get into a fucking pissing match with the Spy Master. He actually can get you killed.
Nah, he's a spy. Pansies.
Do you know what a Spy Master actually does?
Not much, apparently. I mean, I assume he's long gone at this point. He's walked away.
Yes.
Okay, good. I can stop brown nosing now.